Hey guys, Stabilized VGC here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today, we're out for justice with the Followings team, after we get it smacked around in the last episode. But we're here, and we're back, and we're ready to go. Sitting at a rating of 7,806, completely random. Feel like it's really low, but we are going to find Kyler here in the top 2,000, so could be a pretty good battle right here. And we're actually going to find, this looks like the second place Dallas team that we actually did feature on our channel. So this could be an interesting game. I think I just go right to Dragapult though. If I'm correct, this is a special Dragapult. Let me double check. It's been a while since I actually built this team, but yeah, indeed it is a special Dragapult, mainly for this reason that we needed a fire type attack. So Raichu Dragapult coming out. And honestly, I think the game plan is hope he just doesn't expect it. I'm obviously going to leave Followings on the bench right here. I think Gyarados is super good right now with Bounce, and that's probably going to be my Maxmon if I don't max Dragapult. So Gyarados looking to be the Maxmon here with the Max Geyser to kill the Chandelure, Max Overgrowth, even just regular Power Whip into that Melodic hits super hard. Max Airstream into the Whimsicott, Max Airstream into the Conkeldurr. Basically what I'm saying is Gyarados looks really good here. And I think I want to go Duraludon. However, Indeedee might not be a bad option either. Like if I go Indeedee though, I do need to get rid of Raichu. But I think Raichu is slightly better. So I am going to go Duraludon here. And we're going to see what we can get here. Ideally, my plan is to kill this Dragapult, the Durant turn 1. If I can kill the Durant turn 1 by catching him off guard with a flamethrower here, I should be good to go. Because I'm assuming he's going to go with something like Whimsicott, Durant, or Togekiss Durant. That would be my best guess. He also might try to swap into Chandelure, predicting it. He's actually going to go Melodic. So Melodic Togekiss here as I go Raichu Dragapult. So, interesting play for my opponent here. Makes a lot of sense though, because now obviously I cannot max my Dragapult, because if I go for something like the Max Phantasm or the Max Wormwind, both of which will drop the stats of the Melodic here, and only boost his special attack. So I am going to go Volt Switch, and I am just going to go, I could Protect, or I could actually swap, and I think I'm going to swap into Gyarados here. Yeah, I'll swap into Gyarados. It's a little bit risky if he does go for something like a Max Starfall or a Max Airstream into this Dragapult slot, but especially if I give him Weakness Policy. But he's not Weakness Policy, this is a Super Luck variant of the Togekiss. So, he's going to max into Love Ball. I'm assuming it's that Togekiss. I really don't know which ball was which here. I would put Melodic in a Love Ball. Speaking of Melodic, it's in a Love Ball. So Melodic getting out, going to be big Loch Ness Monster here if you want to call it that. Sea Serpent, whatever you want to call it, it's big. And it's kind of threatening here. Let's see what my opponent wants to do here. Of course, Raichu Volt Switch, gonna go off. Should do about 50% to this Togekiss. Just under, that's alright. What does my opponent want to do here? I feel like because he didn't max Togekiss and he didn't follow me, it's just gonna be a Dazzling Gleam. So I'm not gonna swap Dragapult head on into the Dazzling Gleam. Duraludon has to come in there. And I have no clue what Melodic wants to do right now. Duraludon coming out right now. And let's see. See my opponent. We are going to see that Dazzling Gleam from the Togekiss. How many crits is he going to get? Looks like he got both of them. Okay, he just got one of them. That's fine. And Max Hailstorm coming out. That, I feel like, going into the Gyarados is interesting. That's fine, because Gyarados takes that. I mean, I feel like he would rather kill Raichu there. His Dragapult should die to the Dazzling Gleam. Maybe he's calling my switch out? I don't know. I also think maybe I should have brought Phalanx in the back right now. And now I can't even max this Gyarados, so my max is indeed going to have to be this, actually, I could swap the max over to Duraludon here, which actually isn't a bad option right now. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go max Steel Spike, and I'm just going to protect my my Gyarados right now. Give myself another turn on the field. Not in any hurry for me to get anything else in right now. It also stalls out his turn of his maxes with Melodic as well. And then next turn what I can do is I could target the Melodic next turn, but I'm not going to bother. I'll wait till it gets out of max to go for that Max Lightning. The good news about having Duraludon as your electric attacker beside a Raichu is because of Stalwart, you can still use your regular electric attacks no problem here. But back to the game here, I feel like Togekiss is going to go Dazzling Gleam again. There's no reason he doesn't. But Gyarados, of course, as I mentioned, I am going to click Protect here. Togekiss is going to go for Dazzling Gleam. Yep. Probably going to crit the Duraludon this time. I mean, 50% of the time he's going to get them because of Super Lens, Scope Lens Super Luck. He actually did crit, yep. There it is. And what are we going to see from this Melodic? So, nothing yet. Duraludon being faster than Melodic is really, really good to see. And Togekiss is going to drop. Let's see. Duraludon's defense rose. Gyarados' defense is going to raise. Literally useless right now because he's going for special attacks. With the Max Hailstorm here, is that going to go through Protect? I feel like it goes into Duraludon. Yep. It does go into Duraludon there, and of course I am going to indeed take that. But unfortunately, we're in an interesting spot right now. This is a very interesting spot because Durant comes in. And I feel like I should just let both my Pokemon die. Right? Let both my Pokemon die, then I can come in, I can fake out this Melodic here. I can fake out the Melodic. And then I have Flamethrower, that'll kill the Durant. And then it becomes a 2v2. And then I have Melodic versus Raichu. So Durant does come in, and I will indeed just let both of us die here. I will go Max Lightning. I double the Melodic here 100% of the time. I want to tip it down as far as I can. And we'll see what we can do. Of course, the other option is to bounce with Gyarados. Yeah, that may have been the better option. Alright, because then if he goes for something like a Max Geyser, he's not actually going to connect it. Right, if he goes for Max Geyser and doesn't connect, then we're fine. But we're going to see Iron Head from the Durant. We're going to connect that, which is super unfortunate. But I'm actually alright with this, because this does give me a free turn into the Melodic of Max Lightning. And Max Lightning only boosts my Raichu with a Volt Switch later on. And honestly, I think a Volt Switch in... I'll fake out first, of course, but fake out for some chip damage plus the hail damage. We'll chip him down a little bit, not a lot, and there's the Max Hailstorm, and I should die to this. I should die to this Max Hailstorm. If I don't die, we have issues, which is good. The good thing is I did indeed die. Although if I don't die, I just Max Lightning again into the Melodic and Flamethrower. Yeah, it doesn't change any of my game plan at all, actually. But Buff by Hail is the Durant, that's fine. And Buff by Hail is the Melodic as well. Fine, not going to matter because we're just going to see leftovers to recover that, as we've been seeing for the last few turns. And Dragapult Raichu, we're going to see if Dragapult Raichu can do something here. I feel like we have a chance. I fake out the Melodic and I Flamethrower the Durant. That kills the Durant. And then whatever he has in the back should still die, and hopefully... And then we have to hope that Volt Switch is enough into this Melodic in Electric to win. I might double that depending on what he has in the back. But right now, turn is Flamethrower, make sure that Durant gets off the field, and I click Fake Out in the Melodic. So, interesting finish to this one right now. And honestly, it's going to depend if he lets me kill this Durant here. If he knows if he thinks I'm going to be special or not. So, let's see if we can get this Durant to go down. Raichu is indeed going to get this free Fake Out off into this Melodic. And Flamethrower will 100% go out, connect, and murder this little ant here. And it's gone. So, with Durant going down there, we're not in a bad spot. It would be nice if Hail stopped, but I'm pretty sure there's one more turn. Yeah, Hail's one more turn. I was hoping Hail would stop so I could keep my sash on Raichu. That would just win me the game, but we're going to see what his last Pokemon is here. If it is indeed this... if it is the Conch, we're in trouble. Actually, no, Conch might actually be one of the easier things for us to deal with. Yeah, Conkeldurr might be the easiest thing for us to deal with here. But let's see what he's got. It is indeed going to be that Conkeldurr here. So, super, super good here, meaning I can actually just double this Melodic now. And then next turn I'll worry about that Conkeldurr with Dragapult. Assuming this is an exact... Oh, he actually protects Melodic. So good play from my opponent here. I was kind of expecting him to protect Conch there. So maybe I should have doubled the Conkeldurr. Very good play on my opponent's end. And we're going to see a Drain Punch, and that's going to kill Raichu. But what I was going to say before this is... does Raichu die? Yeah, Raichu's dead. That's good. I do lose now, unfortunately. I feel like even if I double that Conkeldurr, though, I don't think I can kill it. Like, I very well technically could have doubled the Conkeldurr there, predicting Melodic to protect, but I don't think that helps me. Like, I don't think I can kill it. I think maybe I had to go Nuzzle. Like, I would have had to go for Nuzzle and hope for a Para. I'll Draco Meteor, maybe get the biggest crit of life, but I still don't think that'll kill. Actually, maybe. Let's see how much this Draco Meteor does. Could I have doubled this Conkeldurr? That becomes the question. Because this is going to be what it comes down to. Oh, I easily could have doubled the Conkeldurr last turn. That's so unfortunate. So bad call on my end there, for sure. I definitely had that game won. Yep, definitely had that game win too. That's unfortunate. Actually, Dragapult survives that, which is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie, but I do die here to the Thunder Punch. But I could have easily doubled that Conkeldurr, picked up the knockout, and it had Raichu versus this Melodic here for the end game. But unfortunately, I didn't think, for some reason, I didn't think Melodic would protect. Like, I feel like he thought that I would be going after Conkeldurr because he knows I need to kill the Conkeldurr. But either way, definitely overthought that one there, or underthought it, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know, like I said, my initial thing was I was going to go into Conkeldurr, then I was like, no, just kill the Melodic and then I can deal with Conkeldurr with Dragapult. And then, you know, I should have just stuck with what I thought in my head, but that's alright. So 0-3 with Phalanx right now. Us and the boys are not doing so well, but we're going to win. We're going to win one. We're going to win these next 3. I can feel the next 3 happening. Like I said, at some point I do want to just lead in DD Phalanx, because it's actually pretty good. Like, when it gets off, it's so tough to stop. But we're going to see what we get here. Actually, I changed the music because I haven't done that in a while. Let's go with, oh, I guess we're going with Wild Pokemon. He's going to go to the Rose, but we're going to see a battle against Ignato? I definitely butchered that, but we're going to see Dracozolt, Sylveon, Gyarados, Ferrothorn, Whimsicott, and Passimian. So, really cool team from my opponent's end. In fact, his team might actually be cooler than my team right now. So, definition of crazy climbing. Literally, I thank you, Ignato, for being that guy and actually pairing up against me while I'm recording. Really going to be a pretty cool battle for you guys here. So, of course, Dracozolt with that hustle ability, and of course Bolt Beak if it gets to move first, is pretty disgusting. Like, it packs a punch. But I do think maybe in DD yes, I actually think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go in DD Phalanx right now. In DD Phalanx, I don't mind Raichu here though either. It does threaten that Dracozolt. However, because of the fact I can't hit it back and it's really gonna only purpose is to absorb the Bolt Beak, I'm gonna opt to go Dragapult and Duraludon instead in the back. Hopefully it's enough to win this game. I do have to watch out for that Passimian as well though. Good news is, I do get this Misty Seed Psychic Seed boost with my Phalanx here, and let's see what we can go. See if we can win. I feel like we have a pretty good shot at this game. It's depending on what he goes for. If he goes for something like Whimsicott Dracozolt, I think we win. Whimsicott Sylveon, so a little bit subpar as to what I wanted there, but I still think Follow Me, No Retreat is the correct play. Because then what I can do is I can max, and I can max Steel Spike into the Sylveon, and that should pick up that knockout. And at +2 special defense, he's not knocking me out here. I will be shocked if he knocks me out at +2 special defense. However, I might only be at +1. Because if he gets the tail with that Sylveon, will that kill me? No, that won't kill me. Do I bother? I have to Follow Me in case in case he Moonblast. And I'm gonna go for the No Retreat here. I could technically Dynamax first without going for the No Retreat, but I feel like we need this extra attack boost before we go into the Dynamax. We are gonna see Whimsicott go for Tailwind. Can I survive? Please, please, Phalanx. You're bad, but I don't think you're that bad. Sylveon going for the Hyper Voice, going out into Phalanx, and we are gonna die. So, we've lost this game. Nothing I can do there. I mean, I probably could have swapped or maxed or done anything to protect my Phalanx, but as you can see, that wasn't the greatest turn for me. Okay, how do I win this? I can still win this. I'm not gonna let myself lose this game now. I'm gonna go Psychic to break the Whimsicott Sash, and I am just gonna max, and I'm gonna go Steel Spike, kill this Sylveon. This Sylveon needs to die now. I feel like I definitely should have swapped out, but literally I brought this team just loses to Fairy types. And I guess he recognized that in Team Preview. But he's actually going to swap out of the Sylveon here, going into what is the Gyarados. So very good switching for my opponent right there. It's going to be Shiny, that's probably from the event. If it actually Star Shiny, so it's actually not from the event, which my opponent definitely got that on his own. Which is cool. No help from the event needed right there. So I'm going to max right here. Of course, Steel Spike not going to do too much damage, but I am going to break this Sash on this Whimsicott, I would assume. Although he could just Moonblast my Indeedee here and pick up the knockout. Which might not be the end of the world, although it's probably pretty bad. Duraludon, I'm going to max right here, and we're going to see what my opponent wants to go for. I feel like he just Moonblasts. Yeah, so Moonblast coming out from this Whimsicott does go into that Indeedee. Will it pick up the knockout? It will not pick up that knockout. So we are going to break that sash onto Whimsicott, assuming that's what that item is. Steel Spike still does almost 50% to that Gyarados, which is pretty solid. And my win condition right now is find a way to kill Sylveon and then hope Dragapult can sweep. Psychic going out, going to connect into the Whimsicott. That does a huge chunk of damage. So I could go Follow Me here. I don't really see a reason to go for Follow Me here. I could Helping Hand here, but once again, I don't see a reason to Helping Hand here. Could I switch out? I could, but it's just going to be a Moonblast into my Dragapult, and that's a little bit more of a win condition for me. I'll go for a Psychic into Whimsicott in case he decides, hey, I don't need to target this anymore. And I'm going to go Max Lightning into Gyarados. Whimsicott's actually going to click Protect, which is surprising. Gyarados is going to go Earthquake, so maybe not wanting to kill himself there, that makes sense. Good for me though, good on me, I'm going to be able to pick up this Gyarados. However, Sylveon comes back in under Tailwind, which is very concerning. It's actually going to be Wakanberry Gyarados, but it's dead anyways, no? Is it not just dead anyways? Yeah, it's dead anyways. Okay, so not crazy there, and it just gets murdered through that with Electric Terrain on the field now. And Gyarados is indeed going to die, thanks to the max move. Now we have now this is interesting. He's definitely 100% going to Moonblast. He's going to bring in Dracozolt, which is a good play on his end. Dragapult coming in right now, so we're going to see his max. We are indeed going to see his max right now, which is super unfortunate because of the fact that he has Max Quick and that will kill my Duraludon. I think I just lose here, but I am going to Shadow Ball the Whimsicott in hopes that he doesn't kill my Dragapult. He shouldn't be able to kill my Dragapult. I think I have investment for that. And then Max Wormwind, if miraculously I can Max Wormwind and kill this Dragozolt, I have a chance, but I'm pretty sure I die to a Max Quake first. But I could be wrong. He also has a Tailwind up, which is super unfortunate. But I can't afford to Protect because he's probably going to be able to pick up a knockout at will. He can pick up whichever knockout he wants right here. And I need to hope that it just fails to pick up the knockout onto Duraludon here. Let's see what he goes for here. We're gonna go, we got obviously Max Dracozolt right now. I'm expecting a Max Quake, and I'm expecting to die from said Max Quake. Like, Hustle is pretty disgusting. And especially because you're maxed. This is the episode of Hustle. I just realized we just played a Durant. But Whimsicott gonna go Moonblast here, gonna connect into this Dragapult. It is indeed not going to pick up the knockout, however, I do knock myself out. He's actually gonna Airstream, so he doubles the Dragapult there, so I really could have protected right there. If I protect right there, I actually probably win the game. That's unfortunate. Although, if I protect, he gets the Airstream off. This still has to pick up his knockout. Yep, picks up the knockout. I really could have protected right there. I wonder if he has Airstream instead of Quake. Like, if he doesn't even have the Max Quake. Let's see. I mean, Sylveon comes in now. I know I'm Assault Vested, but I don't see how that helps me. I really don't see how that helps me. If I would have just protected, I think I would have had a chance. Sylveon comes in. No speed boost on that Sylveon right now, so I'm technically faster than it right now. His Tailwind, I believe, just went down. I mean, he can just put it back up, so it's not the end of the world. But let's see if he has Tailwind up still. I think he does. He does not have Tailwind up still. So if I can somehow miraculously hope he goes for Tailwind, then I can live the Hyper Voice. A single target's gonna be tough to do though. There's no way I win this game. If I would have just protected Dragapult, I think I had a chance. Because even under Tailwind, he can't kill Dragapult. He's not faster than Dragapult. And Sylveon going for the Mystical Fire. So an interesting option here. If I get the crit, I win the game. But once again, I'm in a spot where I say I've got to get the hack. And I feel like I've said that in the last 3 games that I've played with this team. So now saying that in the 4th game as well, something's wrong here. I'm gonna have that's alright. I don't know. Whimsicott gonna go Moonblast. I'll die to Moonblast Hyper Voice. I'm surprised he didn't Hyper Voice last turn. It's still the stronger move for him. But he just goes Mystical Fire again. So that's kind of confusing. I don't know why you don't hyper voice there. Like, I really don't know why you don't hyper voice there. But I definitely just got bodied there, not gonna lie. Got bodied by that Sylveon. And my fairy weakness continues. These fairies have to go away. Like, these fairies need to stop. Like I said, this is why nobody runs Phalanx. This is why nobody runs a team that's 6 times... What, I have 3 fairy weaknesses? 2 fairy weaknesses and no switch-ins for it. So, definitely not the way things are meant to be in this format. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. And I'm fighting for wins next episode. I'm fighting for wins. I can feel it. So, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.